Everybody, welcome back to TerraFirmaCraft Season 5, Episode 89 with me, Sid, and as you can probably hear, we're stood here at the mob spawner that we finished last episode, just re-leveling up. I've been doing this about 2 Minecraft days, and I'm almost back to where I was, level 42, so yeah, pretty effective. Not stupidly OP effective, I'll be honest, but you know, good enough. We need to get rid of some of that lot though, so we can come in here and pick up some of the good stuff, which is basically that lot. There's not a lot of good stuff, to be honest. All I'm doing is running these chests up at the side here, and anything out of the ordinary, if it's half decent, I'm keeping it, like these and the iron, what, 1 iron ingot so far, and if it's crap, I'm leaving it on the floor to despawn. Kind of works. Just, you know, keep your inventory reasonably clear, and eventually, you know, you will have everything you need. Right, so that can go in there, and there was a couple of bones there, and then we just come over here and wait. And in the meantime, I'm suffering from 7 days to die syndrome. I'm now pressing tab to open my inventory. Haven't done again. Yeah, one of the drawbacks, of course, to when you start maxing your games is it becomes confusing as to what's what, which is great fun. But other than that, I'm loving it. Let me top up, and well, I'm going to sit here. We only need like 2/3 of a level to get the last bit, and then I'll be back within a second. Okay, so just in case you're ever wondering what these coins are while we're here, I'm letting this quieten down just a wee bit. We have got a few bits and pieces of crap to get rid of as well, but picked up a few weights of iron, there's all sorts of garbage comes in. But if you grab these coins and issue the coins a stack command, it will stack them. I'm not entirely sure what the actual requirement is, but it's probably, I'm going to guess, let's have a look, there's 64. Now if I take 28, that's 64, 74, 84, 96. That didn't stack. 1, 2, 3. That should be 90. Oh no, that's not 90. Yeah, that's 96. That's 95, isn't it? And again, no thing. So if I then go and add 6 to that, that makes it exactly 100. And issue the command coin stack. So 100 copper coins becomes a silver coin. And, just for reference, 50 silver coins allows you to repair your armor with the coins repair command. I don't know whether it works. I haven't got 100 coins. I have got a lot of zombie heads, however, and I've got a whole load of stuff going on here. We need to head back home because we've finished over here. We've got our levels back, so let's leave these guys to it, and we'll head back over to the base. However, I'm not going to turn down the opportunity to repair my gear for 50 silver coins. If I've got a mob grinder and I'm going to be grinding levels, then I might as well collect the coins. That kind of seems a bit of a no-brainer to me, you know what I mean? However, now we need to just fly over to the base because we need to address the next thing. We've got the enchantment table, we can generate the levels. Now we need something actually worthwhile enchanting. Because clearly bronze chainmail, black bronze chainmail is probably not it. Copper javelins, don't want them. Stone javelin, bye bye. Copper javelin, bye bye. That carrot, I suppose we could do decay on it and just munch it. It saves us wasting the food. Got it from a zombie, you know. raises questions about how sanitary it is, but well, yeah, anyway, so we're back. We've got that still growing, so if I want more books and stuff, we can do that stuff. Leave that there as it is for now. Mob drops. And let's do coin stack. And that gives us 9. That's actually not a huge amount. But it doesn't matter. Because we've got 14 zombie heads. 15 actually, but you know. Which means we can head down and up the stability of our ThermaCraft altar. And yeah, so what we got? 1 there, which means it'll be 1 there, 1 there, which means will be 1 there, 1 there, which will correspond to there, there will correspond to there, there will correspond to there, and there will correspond to there. And that's the outer ring with the exception of this bit, which I'm not going to do. So from there, it's in 1, 2. Yeah. So that in itself is handy. And absolutely getting that thing done, absolutely no downsides whatsoever, really. Everything is good. We also got 2 common treasures, which gave us some gold coins, and 3 uncommon treasures, which gives us that, a completely useless chainmail shirt, a splash potion of weakness, some more gold coins, and 3 knowledge shards, which will consume. Might as well throw that away. Oh, actually, we could scan it, I suppose, for its essential and grind it, grind it down for essential. That's because it's going to be Tutorman and Metallum. All right, and it's raining. Perfect. Well, I can't record in this because it's very, very loud. So what we shall do is I'll just sort myself out and we'll pick this up after a good night's sleep and when the rain's gone away. See you in a bit. Alright, well, it's another lovely day. The rain has stopped. There's a skeleton over there mocking me with his hat on, his little sun hat. This lot are all mature, so these all need to be harvested and planted. So that's going to be fun. And we also need, therefore, to move. If I'm going to do this, I'm going to move these over to that side. I think that is probably the better solution, although I don't know. I mean, our food is not actually that desperate, but I'm not sure whether it will survive to another winter without keeping a few of these going. So there's that going. Now, I have also set a pile of pig iron running. I used the sag mill to grind down coal powder. I've got flux, got some sulfur powder from that coal powder processing, and this is processing up pig iron, which takes a lot of power, takes a long time, but I can forget about it. And I noticed something that I had not even realized the other day. We've got FTB utilities on here, which means that I can I can take all my area and chunk load it. More importantly up there as well, but that means that I can also, sorry, that was claimed, that's now chunk loaded. Don't think we need to worry about chunk loading any of this or that really, because that seems to grow super fast anyway. But that is handy because it means I can set this running off and forget about it, and if I go into another area, it doesn't matter. Similarly, if we head over here to our tree farm area, we can also chunk load this, which means that we can head to other areas. Now, this is important because if I plant TFC trees, or if I set this charcoal thing going, or if I plant TFC crops, they will grow whether they're loaded or not. And that is because they have a timestamp on them. So when I come back and they're loaded back in, the world goes, "Hey, look, that's you, isn't it?" And you were last seen like 2 Minecraft days ago, so we'll increase your clock by that much, and the world is happy and everything grows. So that's the thing. The Thorncraft trees, and definitely these non-TerraFirmaCraft crops, which I'm going to grab here. I'm going to just check something. You do need to be there, but that doesn't matter. We can hang on. Save me that. We don't need a lot of space. We just need that much space. So we can get these 2 guys going in here. That's fine. That can stay there because it doesn't really matter. And somewhere abouts I've got to pick it. Oh. No. And I'm going to guess I can probably pop you there, to be honest. Yeah, that makes sense. And then this opens that up. So while the pig iron is producing, we're going to need, basically we need to make black steel. And I've decided, the big question was, do I go black steel, I'll get there eventually. Do I go with black steel armor, or do I move up to red steel? Now red steel is going to be an absolute pain, because before I even start with the red steel I need to make 14, well, using red steel I need to make 14 red steel ingots to make a red steel anvil. That will take black steel, and I also need to put an arc furnace together, because you can't create red steel in the furnace over there. So yeah, arc furnace probably for the red steel, but black steel is good anyway, because if you look at the stats on a black steel breastplate, it has a damage resistance of lots, basically. So to make a breastplate we need to make an unfinished breastplate and a double sheet, so that's 4 ingots there. That's a double sheet, so that's another 4 ingots there, so that's 8 ingots for the breastplate. That requires 8 steel and 8 pig iron. Sorry, 8 weak steel and 8 pig iron. So this is going to take a while, which, you know, is fine, because I'm also going to be enchanting all this stuff. I'm going to make a full suit, because even though I'm wearing this and this now, I think when I next go into a dungeon, I definitely want to be wearing a full suit of armor. I don't want to be wearing these boots and the goggles. I think a full suit would be a very wise idea. So that's the thing. I don't know, I'll just pop this up here for now. I don't know where it truly belongs. We aren't short of iron. We've got, well, a normal Minecraft stack and a bit, but then we've got plenty highlighted. We've got some pig iron, we've got steel anyway. Steel, obviously, as you know, is, well, we need to do black steel. Let's go. High carbon black steel is pig iron and weak steel. Weak steel uses steel, nickel, and black bronze, and we can do that in the alloy smelter with 2 steel, 1 nickel, 1 black bronze will make weak steel. I have some black bronze, so that's enough for 6 crafts, which, hang on, let me do this again. I always get confused with this. Weak steel. So we're going to need 12 steel, 12 nickel, and 6 of those, and 6 of those, and 12 of those will make me 4 6s, yeah, that many. 24 weak steel. Combine that with 24 pig iron, and of course we're going to need that, so I'm probably going to need to put another stack of this iron through, will give me 24 black bronze. We need 8 for the chest plate. We need 2, so that's 4, 6. Hang on. 2 for that. We use you plus 1 gives us that, and that. So yeah, 6 for the greaves, and 2, 4. So hang on. 8 and 6, 14, plus another 4, 18, plus 2, 4, 22. So I think if I've got 24 black steel, that is going to be enough to make a full suit of black steel armor. You don't want to be able to see the pressure on my face as I try and work that out in my head. It's not pretty, but yeah, so I think we'll probably just end up doing 2 of these, but this is going to take a while, so I'm going to do make work while this shunter's in the background. And part of that make work, well, it's not make work, it's all stuff that needs to be done. For example, we can make some more cheese. Making cheese is always good. And you. And I'm very careful to deselect the bucket when I move, because I'm finding that sometimes I drink it by accident, you know, as you do. It's a common problem. Right, so we need to harvest this lot. So that's my first job. Get that done. I can plant the seeds on the other side. We can obviously stack all of those. And yeah, I'll be back in a mo. Right, well that's another harvest. I've got 18 jack-o'-lanterns out of it as well, which is good. This chucklehead needs to go away. And we need to, well, first things first, how's my cheese going? Not there yet. Second's how's my piggy iron going? Not bad. 9 out of 32. So I need 32 pig iron. I'm just trying to think, and then I need to, so I think I'm just going to do 32 black steel, because black steel is always going to be useful having it for sort of the tools. So yeah, 32 black steel kind of makes sense, doing another 32 of these. Yeah, kind of makes sense. I have got a whole load of food to put away though. That's good. I also need to eat, which probably means I need to go and do a bit of cooking, because I think I'm out of food that's prepared. And because we're still waiting on the pig iron, I am going to then, I think, move to finishing up mining out the remains of that charcoal and starting to refill the charcoal kiln. I think I may also try and get that done as well while we're doing it. I'm just going to try and get a whole load of little bits and pieces done that, you know, need to be done. I also need to actually, let me go and grab 2 stacks of ice while I'm at it. Get back, shut. Whee! Ba-da-doo, ba-doing, and in. Ice, baby. Ice, baby. There we go. Yeah, so lots of little odd jobs to do while we wait for the main event. Oh, you're kidding me. Oh, I thought that was 32. Oh, it doesn't matter. Right, yeah, we need to start putting stuff away. So veg. We should probably go through and trim all the decay off stuff as well. These are veg and veg. That is wheat. That needs to be pounded down. And I don't think you do the same with, no, you just whack those in, don't you? That's right. That is meat alternatives. Excellent. So yeah, I think we probably need to do a little bit of a job on, you know, trimming decay off of stuff, but apart from that, yeah, that's going well. So I'll be back once I've done that. All I can say is thank God for scaffolding blocks, because this particular branch spawned a really long way up. But we have harvested the tree farm. I need to clear the cobwebs from the spider tree, replace the dirt from the one that had the chest in it, and just finish putting these in. It's not quite sufficient to... what did I just pick up then? To restock the entire charcoal kiln. So yeah, leaving, I was umming and ahhing about whether to leave those there, and I think we are going to, on the basis that they're probably going to come in, because the next time I harvest, which admittedly will be any well higher up, no, I think it's just those, will be some time away, because before I have to do that, then I'm going to definitely need a new axe, because that's really taken a beating. But yeah, alright, can we reach any of the yeah, I can reach you and you. Excellent. Alright, so that's that. So all that remains on this side of things is to replant the... oh, hang on. Grab a couple of dirt, replant the farm. Let's get this in the right order. And I'm going to do them... it doesn't really matter which corner, but I like them on the corner that faces the way I'm coming in, so I can actually see where the spawners are. As I say, this design... nothing should be able to spawn, because there's no spawnable blocks within 4 blocks of where the spawner will be, but you know, it doesn't hurt to be safe, does it? You know, I don't think anybody's ever said, oh, you know, let's go and do this the dangerous way. There's not a risk manager in the world that says, you know, risk management's boring, let's do this the interesting way and take some risks. Yeah, that's never happened. So yeah, it's a safe spawn area. But right now we need to just stock this lot up, and I'm going to just put these 2 in, I think, just on the basis that I'd rather have whole stacks and not partial stacks. So that's that done. I did do a little bit of replanting. I need to get some more sticks, and but we've now brought the flax field out to there. Within a couple of episodes, I think I'm reasonably confident we'll be able to upgrade that windmill, because we'll just harvest this and I'll do a whole load of weaving. And let's go and have a look just how some of the other bits are going. I've improved this one, so that's a 710.7, a 767. So let's get, while I'm over here, let's get a cross crop on that, see if we can't improve that all the way. And this should be, it's getting close. 6 more to go, 7 more to go, including the one that's been processed. It takes a long time. That's the only problem with this damn pig iron. It's a pig for time, if you'll pardon the obvious expression. So we are going to need a new axe. I'll make a black steel axe, I think, once we've got the black steel done. We are going to obviously need to work on that. I'm milking cattle again, just basically doing little bits of, you know, mate work around the area. One thing I would be interested in doing is maybe seeing if we can do some shuriken. Oh, what's going on with the Tink? Let's have a look at Tinkers. I've not played with shuriken in the longest time. I mean, the throwing knives were a little bit lame, but Shuriken can do a lot of damage, and you can carry a lot of. I don't even know how you make fairy alloy. You can't. Well, maybe I'll rephrase that. Shuriken you make with knife blades, as I recall. Do you not? No, they are they? Is that an actual bit now? Ah, it's over that side. Hang on. Shuriken pattern. Half a thing each. Okay. So if I go back in here and go into what have we? Can we find the parts? Let's just have a look at. Somewhere in all this lot, there's some parts. Obviously, we've got a whole load of materials we can use, but I can't find. There we go. So wooden does next to nothing. Stone does next to nothing. Iron is reasonable. Flint, nothing. Cactus, 1 heart of damage. Ooh, but it gives it extra modifier. Bone is not a lot. Obsidian, not a lot, but it gives it reinforced. Netherrack, not a lot. Slime, not a lot. Which is kind of what we expect, you know. No hearts, and it's writable, so it gives it another modifier. Cobalt gives it a reasonable amount of durability. Ardite is less damage, but it gives it 2 modifiers. Manulin is more damage, 3000. Copper, bronze, alumite, steel, slimy. What's alumite, just out of interest? 125, 3000. Yeah, it's not too shabby, is it? Slimy, pig iron, and thaumium. Thaumium would be interesting. And we'd only need to smelt down 4 things. Let me just. Mithril we can't do, I don't think, because we haven't got the means. Black bronze, red steel. Somewhere in amongst all this there's a thaumium. I've got to just find it. It's usually a purpley kind of colour, but it is being difficult. Oh, there you go. It's a nice white one. Okay, with 5 modifiers basically. Interesting. I mean, we've got thaumium. I'm tempted, you know. I am tempted to give it a try. So as I say, I haven't played with Shuriken in the longest time, because 1.710 I haven't really played with in the longest time. Let's sleep, get me food sorted out, and I'll see you in the morning. Alright, my curiosity has got the better of me. We've got some brass in there. We'll cast a shuriken part, and well, that's all we need. You bye. You are cast, so we've got 4 of these coming off, and you can mix and match your parts, but I'm just keeping it simple and going with thaumium. He says I'm going with thaumium, but thinking this through, is there any mileage in mixing and matching and going into, you know, something like cobalt, which does more damage and higher durability and gives it reinforced? Let's have a quick peek at what we have got floating around up here. Not a lot in these, but just bear with me a second. Sorry about that, just got a little visitation from my my stepdaughter. Anyway, we're going to stick cobalt in. I've got 5 nuggets of cobalt, 5 nuggets of ardite. I'm never going to use them for anything. I think I should be able to re-smelt 2 of those, can I? No, I can't, damn it. It's a shame. Oh well, doesn't matter. It was only a little bit of thormium, and we'll see how. But I just curious as to what happens if I mix in 2 thormium, an ardite, and a cobalt. What we end up with. There's no science to this, by the way. Cobalt is supposed to give you reinforced 2. Ardite is supposed to give you 2 modifiers with a higher damage, and obviously thormium, wherever that's gone, is, you know, durability. So there's 5 nuggets there, so we'll pour you out. That probably is going to leave a little fraction of a blob there, so we'll have rid of that. And then we'll smelt that down. Just because we can't really use it, and do the same with the ardite. And while I'm doing that, I also do need to get rid of that Excel spreadsheet that I loaded up. Don't save it, thank you very much. Let's have a look. How are we doing for time anyway? We're probably on about time at this point. Also getting close to having the first batch of pig iron done. We will see what we do next episode, but what I may do is load up another batch of pig iron in there, and basically we can bagger off and do some, because that's chunk loaded, we can bagger off and do some mining somewhere while we wait for that to process. And yeah, we'll it's probably a plan. Pardon me. There we go, 963. It's got 328 attack damage. That's actually only marginally less than that. It has got 4 modifiers. Okay, that's fair enough. And it's reinforced, so in theory we can get in there and do some damage. Now I really need something to do some damage to, that's going to be a bit more problematic, because I'm pretty certain there's nothing around here. Because I can see on the minimap there's nothing around here. But these are pretty cool as a weapon, and with 320 odd, that's going to take zombies out in 2 hits, and creepers. Skeletons not so much, but I don't think we're going to get much higher than that anyway with just a shuriken. Let's have a look. If we go for amethyst, doesn't even count. If we have a look at Manulin, the best we're going to get is 410 damage. I don't think there's anything that will even come. I'd be very surprised if anything even comes close to that, because Manulin is obviously even red steel and blue steel is not going to come close. So yeah, I think that's probably, if this works out in our favour, that might be worthwhile playing with as an alternative to the bow. The bow's good, but it's slow. This has got the advantage that you can dish out a lot of damage very quickly, and we can put repairing on it as well. We can put repair moss. In fact, I may even do that. Use these. What did I say? It was 4 modifiers. Yeah, I think we will. That was, if I remember rightly, wasn't it just that with that, and then that gives us, yes, okay. And then we pick up our knife and go and put that on, and then we are ninjas. So that's all good. Ninja. Do it the right way. Oh, and it doesn't actually look too bad. They've not draped the moss off the side there. Yep, I'm happy with them. Anyway, let's just go and have a look how our pig iron is going. It's done. That means we can process this into steel. Processing that into steel is literally just a matter of hammering it in an anvil. Yeah, there's really, I mean, we haven't got metal press. Once we get blue steel and red steel, metal presses will probably be a lot more favourable anyway. Ooh, hello. Pig iron, steel, and we can make black steel. Oh, art furnace. Hang on, getting carried away. Sag mill, smeltery. Art furnace. So that would be. Oh, that's right, isn't it? Pig iron. Just takes us straight there. We don't have to faff around. I think an art furnace is definitely in the future. But for now, I think that we'll call that one an episode. I'm going to just see if, because the sun's going down, see if we can't get a... Hello? 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 Anybody? Hello? Never a zombie when you want one. Well, I'm just going to wait for a zombie to come and we'll finish off killing him. That sounds like a plan, doesn't it? I suppose we should also get a nice little screenshot of me holding what can only be described as the largest shuriken in the world. Hello? Anyway, I'll be back in a moment. Okay, I think we've got a buyer coming in. Here he comes. This is contestant number 1. And hey matey, how are you diddling? That's not trivial. I will take that for definite. And it heals back. Cool. We'll live with that. Anyway, on that basis, I think it's time to call it an episode. Until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys. We'll get some more progress done. I was just waiting for that. We've got a whole load of bits and pieces to do, but in terms of progress, we're now tickling along. Once we've got the black steel armor, then we can probably try and delve a little bit further into those dungeons. But until then, thanks very much for watching, guys. I will see you soon. Bye for now.